So today we are solving systems of equations. So when you solve a system of equations, you get two equations, y equals mx plus b, y equals mx plus b, right? And you want to find the point at which they intersect. This point is going to be written as a coordinate. When we solve a system of equations, we are trying to find the point at which these two lines intersect. If there is one intersection point, there is one solution, and the lines cross one time. All right, so let's do an equation. Let's do a problem that gives us one of those types of answers, okay? So let's do 2x plus 7y equals 3 is the first equation, and the second equation is x equals 1 minus 4y. So I want to line up the x's, the y's, and the constants so they're all in the same columns, okay? So I'm going to rewrite the top equation. And I'm going to rewrite the bottom equation. I'm going to move this 4y over by adding 4y to both sides. Okay, and now I have all of my x's in a row, I have all of my y's in a row, and I have all of my constants in a row. Okay, so now I am ready to do our cross elimination, our cross coefficient trick. Okay, so we have 2x plus 7y equals 3, x plus 4y equals 1. Okay, so I'm trying to, let me do that neater. I'm trying to eliminate the x value. So in order to do that, I'm going to put brackets around my two equations. In math, this shows that these two things are together. They're a set. So I'm going to bring this coefficient down, bring this coefficient up, bringing up the coefficient of the variable that I want to eliminate. So this is going to be a 2, this is going to be a 1. Then I'm going to distribute the number outside of the brackets to the numbers inside of the brackets on each of the levels, okay? So I have 2x plus 7y equals 3. And then on my second equation, I'm going to have 2x plus 8y equals 1. Okay, so outside of the brackets, I'm going to put a minus sign. I put the minus sign outside the bracket so I don't mess up the positive and negative signs within. And I'm going to subtract it. 2x minus 2x gives me 0, which I'm just going to erase, cancel these out. Now 7y minus 8y gives me negative y. 3 minus 1 gives me 2. I'm so sorry. This is a great problem. 2 times 1 gives me 2. So 3 minus 2 gives me 1. Divided by negative 1 because I want to get y by itself, and I get y equals negative 1. So I'm going to plug this value of y back into either this equation or this equation, and that will give me the value for x. Now I'm going to show you that I can plug it into either equation, and I will get the exact same answer, okay? So I'm going to pick equation 1, 2x plus 7y equals 3, or I'm going to do x equals 1 minus 4y. And within that I have 2x plus 7 times negative 1 equals 3, which gives me negative 7 equals 3, 2x plus negative 7. Just going to add a 7, I get 2x equals 10, x equals 5. And on this side, I have x equals 1 minus 4 times negative 1. 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. 1 minus negative 4 is x. So 1 minus negative 4 gives me positive 5 is the answer. So I plugged the y value into either one of the original equations and got the exact same answer. So it really does not matter which one you choose, just pick the one with less work. That's what I would do. So we have x equals 5, y equals -1. We're going to put that into coordinate form because the solution of a systems of equation is shown in coordinate form. It is the point where the two lines intersect, remember? So this is going to be our answer. Let's do one more example, okay? In this example, we have 6x minus 2y equals -4. And then we have y equals 3x plus 2. Okay? So I want to get my x's, my y's, and my constants all under one another. So I have 6x minus 2y equals -4. Underneath, I'm just rewriting the second equation, y equals 3x plus 2. I want to get this x over here. And I get 6x minus 2y equals -4. Underneath, I get -3x plus y equals 2. Okay? So now I want to cancel I want to eliminate one of my variables, right? So I'm going to try to eliminate the y variable, okay? So I'm going to bring the -2 down here. I'm going to bring the +1 up here. So I have +1, -2. 6x minus 2y equals -4. And then over here we get +6x minus 2y equals -4. So what happens when these two linear equations equal one another? It means that when you graph both of these lines, they're going to be the exact same line. We will now have our answer at 0 equals 0. Once you simplify these, are all real numbers.